Good day and welcome to our storytelling channel. Our story for today is entitled Sick Woman Healed. One day, as Jesus was teaching on the beach by the Sea of Galilee, he saw a man pushing his way through the crowd. The man seemed to be in a very great hurry and very much upset about something. "Pardon me, please let me pass," he was saying. "I must get through to Jesus at once. Make way, please make way, it's very urgent." It was Jairus, a ruler of the synagogue, and he was troubled about his little girl. Falling to his knees before Jesus, he told him that was the matter and earnestly begged for help. "My little daughter is at the point of death," he cried. "Please come and lay your hands on her, so that he may be made well to live." Jesus' heart was touched. He knew what it was have meant for a ruler of the synagogue to kneel and ask him for help. How great must this man's love for his little girl! "I'll go with you," Jesus said, and Jairus was delighted. But as the two started on their way, the crowd surged around them. It was hard to make any progress. So many people wanted to get close to Jesus, to look at him, to touch him. Then had not gone very far when suddenly Lisa stood still. "Who touched my clothes?" he asked. It was a strange question, with so many hundreds of people pushing and shoving about him. The disciples were surprised. "How can you ask who touched you when there are so many people around you?" they said. But Jesus knew somebody had touched him. Somebody is in great need, somebody whose faith had already drawn healing powers from him. He looked around. Who of all these many people could it be? Then he saw her. There was no mistaking who it was. Tears of joy and thankfulness were running down her cheeks. Jesus understood. He smiled at her while he fell before him and told him all the truth. She had been sick for 12 years. She said all this long time she had gone from one doctor to another without getting any help. She had spent all her money on doctor's bills, and still the bleeding from which he suffered continued. Then she had said to himself, "If I may but touch his garment, I shall be whole." So she had touched him. It was only a light touch on the hem of his garment. She hadn't meant to trouble him, for she knew he was so busy looking after all the other needy people. And then all of a sudden she had felt better. Just like that, her wound was healed. The bleeding had stopped. She knew it for sure, and she was so thanking, so very thankful. Jesus was thankful too, thankful that somebody had trusted him so much. I like to think that he gently patted the poor woman's hand as she knelt before him. "Daughter," he said to her, "your faith had made you well. Go in peace and healed of your disease." The woman disappeared in the crowd, but not from history. Somebody saw and heard what happened and wrote it down so that you and I today may know that we may reach out and touch him by faith in every time we need. So, Anytime we can reach out and touch Jesus by faith. Thank you for listening to our story for today. God bless.